Hello and welcome to Foxholes, a brand new writing project brought to you by Brick Fox Theatre Company. I'm Rosa Higgs.
And I'm Jack Fairhurst.
And together we are the co-artistic directors of Brick Fox.
Now, a night like this, Foxholes, is something we've wanted to do for a while now, and an evening like this would something we'd usually love to do physically. However, thanks to the cruel mistress that is Rona, that's something we're obviously unable to do for the time being. So we decided to create Foxholes as a virtual project, using creatives we've worked with, people who are completely new to the company, and some people we've been desperate to work with for some time. All the scripts you'll see tonight are brand new. Some take on different styles. We have some animation, some music, some scripts are part of a wider piece of work or a work in progress.
Although we would have loved to have created this with you all in person, the process has been an amazing opportunity to watch people who never would have otherwise got the chance to work together, come together through the wonders of Zoom to keep generating art. This evening will run in 2 acts with a short break in between, and beginning Act 1 is Smiley, Insincere, Maniac, written by Emma Dawson.
Then we'll have Playground Games by Lucy Doig.
Soul Food by Max Dobson.
Last Weekend by Maya Barter.
And finally, Mischief and Mayhem, which will be followed by a short interval.
So sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea or an alcoholic beverage if you're that way inclined, and enjoy our very first Foxholes. We'll see you later for Act 2.
Hello. Something I need to tell you. My daughter's asleep. So I'll record this quick. And delete. Because you know what would happen if the police get in. Layla turned 7 yesterday. And she's still so exhausting. She's really grinding me down. I'd imagine she'd need less attention than she does now. She makes me feel so exasperated. I just want to scream at her or curl up in a ball and weep my eyes completely out. But I don't, because none of this is her fault. And I wouldn't. Of course I have lost control once in a while. Mostly I've been pretty controlled. I've been Smiley, Insincere, Maniac, 24/7. Occasionally, I wonder if you can tell. But she's a small child. She's probably not smart enough. And if she can, I try not to damage her. When I was in my teens and 20s, I was allowed to be the person I wanted to be, which was a woman who didn't want to have kids. When I was 30, the UK population dipped down a bit. And with the general anxiety of the time, with the renter rebellions and everything else that was going on, the public went a bit mad over it. A few years later, abortion was limited to only unusual circumstances. I was at the women's marches where 28 people were shot by the police. They banned the pill, and then they introduced the father's law, which ruled that if a mother wanted to give her baby up for an adoption, then the dad could force her to raise the child if he wished it. I met Will a year later at work. He was fascinating. 4 months after we met, I began to be sick every day and my nipples were in pain. The test, which I got on the black market from a friend of a friend, was positive. When I told Will, he was delighted that things had worked out as he hoped. He'd been poking holes in the condoms. He actually looked a bit surprised when I spat in his face. But with the father's law, he blocked my plan to have her adopted and gained joint custody. So I had to see a lot more of him. Though I hated his guts, it was good, because it gave me a break from her. But in the last year, he's had a baby with his wife, so he's lost interest in taking Layla out, which has been utter hell. If my younger self could see me now, she'd shit herself. As for me, shut my ambitions. I'll wait for the day when Layla is more bearable, and maybe I could talk to her like an adult, and perhaps, if it's safe, I could make her understand what happened to me.
I don't know how you drink from that stuff. And plastic bag, classy.
That stuff to which you're referring to is the holy water of God's deprived Glaswegians' disciples.
Holy water. You're not from Glasgow.
Well, thank God. Buckfast, Bucky, made by monks. Well, it's my last rebellion before,
We're joining the force. We're not converting to become those bloody monks.
Well, you certainly not with language like that. And to quote our superiors at today's graduation ceremony, we now need to hold ourselves to the highest possible standards. Impeccable behaviour at all times. From tomorrow onwards.
From tomorrow onwards. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoops.
Be careful. Or I'll have to arrest you and charge you
Go
on.
A level 3 fine for drunk and disorderly in a public place.
Found in
The Criminal Justice Act 1967. Section.
91.
Yeah.
Team.
Right. Enough shop talk. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Have you ever committed a crime?
No shop talk then.
Oh, shut up. Yes or no?
Yes. Truth or dare?
Well, what was it? Like, did you steal a handful of foamy shrimps from Pick and Mix at Woolworths? Or were you the brains behind a mastermind money heist that you haven't told me about?
No, but I take it you did though.
Yeah.
I would not have taken you to be a foamy shrimp girl. I mean, cola cubes maybe, or like a watermelon slice, but foamy shrimp?
You're talking shit. But I know exactly what you mean. Like, if I met someone now, and if we go to the Pick and Mix and they chose a lemon sherbet or a rhubarb custard and put it in the bag, I'd have to question why we're friends.
Yeah. Boiled sweets in general are just bad. Oh, except rosy apple.
Apples,
Yeah.
they are so good.
Aren't they?
Right. So, this is a test of our friendship. What is the number one rule of Pick and Mix?
Easy. Heavy stuff at the bottom. Layer strategically. Make sure there are no gaps. And then when that jelly snake can't be wound any
Jelly
faster,
snake, a must-have item.
agreed. That's when you employ the millions, the smaller sweets, the wee ones, as you might say, and fill in the gaps.
Well, don't get me started on milk chocolate raisins.
I don't even know why they're there. It's a waste of good chocolate.
Mm.
You wouldn't have thought by the calibre of this conversation that we were police officers.
Don't tell anyone about the foamy shrimp. I don't want it to undermine me in the staff room, okay?
Your secret's safe with me. It is mad though, isn't it? Cheers again.
Joe, we made it. I don't quite know how. Right. No shop talk. Just talk.
Truth or dare then?
Yeah. And I'll take a dare.
I hate thinking of dares.
Oh, go on.
I can't think. Eat a bit of grass.
No, that is shit.
Yeah, well, you think of one then.
I'm not making up my own dare. It's the purpose.
What is the purpose?
Right. Fine. Truth.
Do you fancy anyone here?
What? No.
You sure?
Yep. Pretty certain.
Then why are we playing this game?
Truth or dare?
Dare.
We're playing this game because I want to play a game, and in the absence of a Monopoly board or a Twister mat or a Bop It machine.
Yeah, I get it, but no one wants to just play Truth or Dare.
Well, I've got that song in my head now, haven't I? Bop it,
Bop it.
twist it, pull it.
Smack it.
That wasn't one.
Well, it was in our house. No one wants to just play Truth or Dare, especially when they're 25 and single.
And single.
It's like an 8-year-old in the playground. I'd think so, but
Yeah, well, I do, because it's straightforward and it's fun. Well, it is when you play with the right people.
straightforward. And I don't care what you say. No one just plays these games at our age because they're fun. And if they do, they need to get out more.
Well, you're a proper mood hoover, aren't you?
No, so you play these games because you want the truth, but you're too scared to ask for it. Oh, and the dare is pointless. I mean, it's a distraction tactic. It's a waste of time. It's a cop out for the scaredy cats.
Now, truth or dare?
Yeah, we've seen that episode, haven't we, of Friends, where Rachel's in the cheerleading costume and she's playing Spin the Bottle with Joshua, and she's not playing it because it's fun or because it's straightforward, and it's not because she loves spontaneity. She plays it because she wants Joshua, and she's not brave enough to tell the truth. And then so she lets fate take the form of a rotating wine bottle, and funnily enough, as a result, she doesn't get what she wants.
And single. What is the relevance of that? And single.
And single.
Yeah. Ha! I'm blonde, nearly 30, plump and pathetic, likes partying, and is without a bloody Mr. Darcy. Well done. I'm Bridget Bloody Jones.
We need to stop watching telly. That's the second pop culture reference in the space of about 2 minutes.
True. But they're classics, so they can be allowed.
Mm. If my memory serves me correctly, though, Jones has got 2 handsome guys chasing after her, and you don't have that, so you're not really like her. It's actually a bit worse for you.
You piss off. Well, I bloody wouldn't want Hugh Grant if you wrapped him up in a bow. And Colin Firth, I don't know, frankly, what all the fuss is about.
I'm just stating facts, telling the truth, playing the rules of your game. Truth or dare?
Dare. Wait. If dares are just a cop out for the scaredy cats, then what's the point of playing? Shouldn't we just play a truths based around truths?
Well, like an entire game of truths.
Yeah.
That'd be boring, wouldn't it? Like, there's only so much that a person can be willing to say about themselves, or even knows about themselves. Can you just be an open book? Nowhere to hide.
Well, I suppose like the mystery, the not knowing. There's a word for it when you can't read someone. Like, oh, what is it? They are
secretive.
No, they are.
Oh, a closed book.
Christ, you love that metaphor, don't you?
Yeah.
No. They are
mysterious.
Yes, but no. It isn't as simple as that. It's like a proper A-level English kind of word.
Oh.
It's like they are an
enigma.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
They are an enigma.
That's a nice word, isn't it? Enigma.
Yeah. Enigma. They are an enigma. That's a tricky word to say in a sentence, though.
They are an enigma. They are an enigma. They are an enigma. They are an enigma. Yeah. But yes, an entire game of truths.
Well, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, but isn't that what life's meant to be? Like, are we meant to be the enforcers of truth?
You are so wet.
Oh, come on, we are though. Like, life's meant to be a game of truths.
Well, it'd make our job pretty shit, wouldn't it? Copper, did you do it? Criminal, yes. Christ, even worse, if you have a boring ass job, you couldn't play Cluedo ever again. No more Colonel Mustard in the billiards room with a candlestick for you. Oh, Lord. What would your Saturday nights become?
Shite banter.
True though. No, on poker. Poker wouldn't be poker.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. They're all games, like around lies or lying, the art of deception. And you say that games help you get clarity or get the truth. I just think it'd be a lot easier without them.
Well, games make life more interesting, less awkward, and they soften the blow of harsh realities. Okay, yeah, we play games. Telling the truth is great, and in a criminal context, it's vital. I'm all for it.
Yeah, good to know.
But in the day to day, for everyday Joe, for us, for people plodding along in their life, truth, absolute truth, is terrifying.
How?
Okay, you tell every person you know your honest opinion, the good and the bad. But that honesty will come back at you and it will hurt. And even worse than that, in a world of absolute truth, you can't kid yourself. You potentially stop being able to dream because you rationalize your way out of every situation. And to tell you the truth, I lie to myself all the time. I tell myself that one day I'll have a great big house with a spud car sitting outside of it. I'll holiday 4 times a year, have a perfect family, and I'll be perfect. It's always one day. I'm always imagining living on the never, never. Always a 6-foot blonde Victoria's Secret model and my future family look like the bloody Bond traps all lined up outside my big Victorian country manor in the snowy mountains of Austria.
That's the TV program, like film number 3.
And I know I can't possibly have that because the truth takes it all away, takes the hope away, and takes the dreaming away. Right. For example, when people ask you, what would you do if you won the lottery? You don't answer, well, the probability of that winning the lottery is 1 in a million, so it's completely time. No, you tell yourself, got me in it to win it. And you dream yourself in all sepia tone, your little baby blue Bentley or whatever it is, your red Ferrari. You play along with the game, James. I mean, come on. We're playing cops and robbers for a living, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but it's the hope that kills you. It's not the truth.
Well, personally, I'd rather lounge in the escapism of my dreaming.
Well, I wouldn't worry about the foamy shrimp sinking the street cred if you're going to start saying things like that.
I'd be dreaming of the day that I have Tom Hardy in handcuffs,
Bloody hell, Ella.
arrested in him as a police officer. So I get to meet him. It's my job. How else would I meet him? You know what I mean.
You can meet him on a train or in the pub or in Marks and Spencer's.
Right, yes. But life's difficult. So what is wrong with harmless distractions? I'd rather have the protection of the games, the dreams, the white lies that I tell myself. Using your previous question / example, say I fancied you, but I had this crippling anxiety that you would reject me. Well, then I could ask you, with the protection of the game, you could say yes, or you could say no. And I know that it wouldn't ruin our friendship with the cringe awkwardness that grinds your teeth and knocks your stomach. Like in a hypothetical situation, yeah?
I see, yeah. So, hypothetically, if I were to ask you to play Spin the Bottle,
and I would say no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
But if I asked you truth or dare,
I would say truth.
and if I asked, do you fancy anyone here?
suppose I'd have to tell the truth.
This is like that moment
In
TV program film number 4.
do you know, we should really read a book.
Well, my mum's just finished one recently that she really liked.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, she's given it to me for summer holidays.
Well, what's it called? I'll have it after you.
The Truth About Lies.
Oh, piss off.
So, what are the rules?
But again. Alexa, lights on.
Turning hallway light on.
I've got to catch him. I know I'm right.
The poor man's only just moved in, Max.
Exactly. Ever since he moved in, we've had these weird power cuts and surges. The heating's had a mind of its own, and those weird noises at night.
And your conclusion is?
Well, it's obvious. He is the devil. Satan. Lucifer himself.
His name is Lucian. I met him the other day.
Lucian? Oh, that's a terrible cover. Come on.
Would you just leave him alone?
Why won't you believe me?
Well, because the last time you claimed something supernatural was happening, the caretaker quit.
Well, you've got to admit, he did look quite alien-like.
It was a she.
Okay, well this time I know I'm right. I mean, come on, just let me prove it to you. If I'm wrong, I'll give you a tenner.
50.
Deal. And don't worry, I have a plan. Good evening, Lucian.
Thanks for coming. I hope you're hungry.
Thanks, boys. I'm hungry as hell.
So, where were you living before coming here?
You wouldn't know. A terrible, awful place.
Well, must be nice to be here then.
Yes, although it's a lot colder than I'm used to.
Tell me, Lucian, are you a religious man?
I've tried to be, but at my age, I've done enough that I'll probably be set on fire if I walk into a church.
We'll be serving any second now. Do you need any more proof?
Look, he's just a weird old man. We're in London. There's loads of them about.
It adds up, Peter. Look, when we go back in there, we have to be careful. If it wasn't for the fact that we were feeding him, he would already have our souls.
You, my friend, read too many theories.
This is no theory. We are in the presence of the devil.
No. This can all be explained.
Do you boys need any help?
No, don't worry.
No, it's okay. We can get that. Honestly, Lucian, it's fine.
Just watch.
Smells good, boys. Can't wait.
He just...
I know.
He...
It's him.
Oh, God. Okay, what's your plan?
My plan was to prove he was who I said he was. I didn't quite get this far.
How did you not think to plan what you would do if the epitome of evil was sitting in the dining room?
I don't know. I'm not usually used to being right. Alexa, how do you kill the devil?
Here's what I found online for how do you kill the devil.
A devil is the personification of evil as it is conceived in many and various cultures and religious traditions.
It is seen as the objectification of a hostile
Alexa,
land.
stop! Alexa, stop!
Oh, good plan.
We're just gonna have to go in there, all guns blazing.
Yeah. Yes. Face our demons.
Ready?
I think so. Look, Max, I just want to say, in case anything happens, it's been a pleasure being your friend. And this is all definitely categorically and quite literally your fault.
Thanks. You're a good friend.
Any trouble, boys?
Lucian. Or should I say, Lucifer?
You... What?
No time for words. Time to feast. Feast your eyes on this. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
What the
power
hell
of
is
Christ
going on?
compels
We
you.
know
The
you're the
power of
devil.
Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Can
The
you
power
put
of
those
Christ
away,
compels you.
please? Anyway, that's for vampires, not the devil.
He's a vampire
No,
too? Be gone! Be gone!
I am not the devil.
Well, then what was all that coming from a horrible place about
I used to
being
live in
hot?
Birmingham, in the kitchen factory, you bastards.
Well, that still doesn't explain the heat. Or the weird noises.
Yes, I'm the new caretaker. The building's boiler is broken, and I can only fix it at night because I'm still moving in. The previous caretaker said you were mad. But not like this, though.
He'll be fine.
Ah, I can't believe you.
Still, Birmingham. I think I'd rather live in hell. Poor bloke.
Do you think we'll ever see him again?
Do you know, Max, I think it's safe to say that we will never see him again.
Imagine actually living with the devil.
You'd have to be very stupid not to realise.
It just doesn't make sense.
Right now, nothing does.
I really do feel an unearthly presence. Like there's some weird atmosphere.
I think that's called guilt.
No, it's different, stronger.
Locking doors.
What? Are you doing this?
Changing temperature to ultra high.
No, I thought you were.
Initiating kill.
Are you going to that costume party tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. But I still don't have any ideas for a costume yet. Do you know what you're going as?
I do. My grand plan is to go as Rosalind Franklin.
Right.
Don't you know who she is?
Can't say that I do.
Rosalind Franklin was a legend. Okay, she's famous for Photo 51, an X-ray diffraction image which basically confirmed the double helix structure of DNA. Yet her research wasn't credited in this other study that ended up winning a Nobel Peace Prize because, you guessed it, sexism. And well, she literally did so much to shape modern science. So
That's very elaborate and interesting. I'm so sure everyone will know who you are.
oh, you're so funny.
Thanks. But seriously, I don't know what to go as.
Well, you could always go for a simple yet effective option if you're feeling lazy and unoriginal. Go as a colored pencil or a crayon. Blue's still your favorite color, right? Go as a blue crayon. Make a little blue hat out of paper. It'll be a hit.
That's a shout, actually. Also, do you still have my blue shirt?
What blue shirt?
The one I lent you after Casey spilled a beer on you?
What are you talking about?
The party I hosted last weekend.
What party?
You were there. You were there. Chris was there. Casey was there. And they were so pissed that they threw up in Beth's shoes. And just before that, Casey spilled a beer on you. Why aren't you saying anything?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The party was utter chaos. People showed up who weren't invited. There were dealers there trying to sell. And the police came because someone called it a complaint. How can you not remember this?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Did you lose my shirt? Is that what's happening?
Sam, you never lent me your shirt. I was not at your house last weekend. You weren't at your house for most of last weekend. You were working extra shifts last weekend? Or at least that's what you told me, and maybe you were just off partying and now you're mistaking me for somebody else.
You're right. I was working extra shifts last weekend. What the hell? Also, you know you're the first person I'd invite.
Okay, well, how did you invite everybody to this party then? Text?
Yeah.
All right, then check your messages.
Okay.
And?
Nope, nothing.
Did you take any photos? Check your camera roll.
Okay. Nope, nothing party related. Wait, I have to call Casey. Hang on. Ugh, for God's sake.
Hello?
Casey didn't answer.
You alright? You sound stressed.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm spooked. I have 2 different memories of last weekend.
Did you happen to take any drugs last weekend?
I would have remembered that.
Well, you do work at a nightclub, and that is where you told me you were, so...
I didn't take any drugs.
Maybe it was a dream?
Oh, hang on. Casey's calling me back.
Alright, well, keep me updated, okay? I want to know how the story unfolds.
Yeah, we'll do.
Hey, you called.
Hey, yeah, bit of a question. Were you at a party last weekend?
Yeah. I was at 2 or 3 if you count clubbing as partying.
Yeah, so...
Oh, God, I'm hungover as hell. I really think I might have overdone it on Saturday night. I mean, it was a good night, but they didn't let me into Mackey's, and I started raising a bit of a fuss, because we all know, the best part of a night out is getting the nuggets at the end of it.
Yeah.
I should probably chill, because the last thing I want is to be banned from Mackey's. So that would be tragic. Anyways, why'd you ask?
One of those parties was at mine, right?
No.
And I don't suppose you threw up in anyone's shoes?
No, I don't remember throwing up. I don't think I did. Listen, I'd love to stay in chat, but I'm in a bit of a situation. I woke up in the King's Cross Station toilets. I'm not sure how I got here, but I slept all right. Oh, also, I found this chicken nugget in my pocket, so that's breakfast sorted.
Christ, are you all right? Also, don't eat that.
No. All is well, but I gotta get home to start that assignment that was due yesterday.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah, you too.
Hello, what's up?
So, Casey did go to a party last weekend, just not at mine.
Right.
And if you don't remember it either, I suppose I dreamt it, which doesn't make sense because it feels like a memory. Maybe I'm just too sleep deprived.
This is very peculiar. You said Beth was out too. Do you maybe want to give her a ring, see where she was last weekend?
Nah, I just think I'm going to get some rest. I don't want to go around calling everyone, asking them if they were at a party that supposedly didn't happen.
Alrighty then. Well, make sure to have your costume ready for tomorrow. Do not be showing up in your work clothes.
I still don't know where my blue shirt is.
I swear you never lent it to me. I would have remembered.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going crazy.
Alright, well get some sleep.
Yeah, we'll do.
Good night.
Night. Hi, yeah, I'm just calling to say I think I'm going to stay in tonight. Yeah, my flatmate's having a board game night tonight, so I just think I'm going to join them. Also, I'm working a really long shift tomorrow, so I just want to get an early night.
Jamie, but who is going to truly appreciate my Rosalind Franklin outfit? And more importantly, are you really going to deprive people of the wonder of seeing you dressed with crayon?
I don't think the world is ready for that sight yet.
Perhaps. God, are you really not coming?
Yeah, also, I'm still a bit sketched out about me not remembering anything from last weekend.
Well, I have no explanation to offer you, I'm afraid.
Let me know if anything crazy happens on Monday.
Alright, will do. Oh, and I don't have lectures till the afternoon, but I'm going to come in early and go to the library.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey Sam, you coming for board game night?
Yeah. Hello?
Sam?
Yeah?
You saw what happened last week. Kissy puked in her, and Kissy just spilled beer on me, and there are way too many people here. The place is completely crowded.
Whoa, slow down. What? Are you serious?
Yes! Okay, you need to get here, okay? I feel like it's like faked or something, okay? You predicted all of this.
Okay, hang on. I'll be there. 1 second. Wait, how much beer did Katie spill on you? Do you want me to bring you an extra shirt?
Sure, thanks.
What?
All right, mortals, listen up. I've not come here to play, but to swiftly interrupt, to disrupt your eternal moaning and groaning, for I've a message from the all-knowing. You may know me. I go by the name Puck or Robin Goodfellow. I don't really give a fuck what you call me, but I guarantee my face you'll remember, hauntingly. I am the fairy of mischief and mayhem. Creatures like me, you should not betray them, for I am the shadow knocking at your door. I am the creature crawling under your floor. I am everything you have been waiting for. I have come as messenger from the Fae, and I am here to say, humankind, we have declared war. So, on behalf of the pixies, the elves and the imps, the hobgoblins, brownies, sprites and the nymphs, creatures from every crack, corner and crevice, murmuring, mumbling with mischievous menace. From the sandy seas to the sizzling cities, from the trashed terrains and the tipping trees in the fiery forest with fatal famines, humans. How haphazardly this has happened. For too long we have allowed you humans to thrive, and for that, destruction has wrought our lives. We warn you not to squirm and resist, as we have decided we can no longer coexist. Well, shit. We are the shadows knocking at your door. We are the creatures crawling under your floor. We are everything you have been waiting for. For years we have observed, and you have destroyed our world. So now, it's time we should destroy yours. Yours sincerely by the fairy decree from the realms of the earth and court of pixies. That was a bit intense, wasn't it? Just a bit. Shit. Sorry, gotta run. Time flies when you're having fun. Mischief and Mayhem don't wait for no one. Actually, I can't let this happen. If we talk it over, perhaps then we can fix it, resolve it, turn this around, without death and war. Or we could work together, as immortals and mortals, save every scrap and morsel of this crumbled and discarded world. Look, I know I'm known as the fairy of mayhem and mischief. I am addicted to anything dark and twisted, but honestly, over the years, I've grown a soft spot for you beings. In your whining, wailing, worrying weaklings, I'm beginning to think I can't let you die. I can't let you die. Your awkwardness gives me joy, and your clumsiness gives me power. Everything you touch is destroyed, and it's this chaos I devour. Right. I have an idea, but you lot have to get off your arses if we've got any chances of putting this world to rights. We'll unite. All right? Let me give you some context here. We, the pixies, sprites or fae, we're not fussed what you call us at the end of the day. We've been on this world since the very beginning. Legend has it, we started it spinning. Singing as we watched it flourish and grow. We planted the trees and set the volcanoes aglow. We seasoned the seas and cut up the continents. We moulded the mountains and managed the maintenance in our gargantuan garden for millennium. But we were still not done. We added life that could think all on its own, so we could relax, enjoy the world, and let it thrive alone. And then, you humans appeared. Just so you know, the way you humans acted is why us fairy folk reacted so quickly to the changing surroundings. Over the years, us fae have adapted. So the stories you heard, as little tiny mortals, they're all based on truth. Well, kind of, sorta. We did used to have flower fairies of all kinds of varieties, hiding in trees and bushes eating berries. Now that the world is full of decay, they've had to find power in a different way. So all right, mortals, listen up. It's your fault this world is so corrupt, so shut up and listen to what my friends have to say. And then maybe you can live to see another day. Cavity meet mortals, mortals meet Cavity. They are a very old friend of mine and...
They already know me and I'm familiar with them, dear Pug. No need for introductions, but... no interruptions. I know how you can be. It is time for me to talk and to tell my story. I visited them on many a night. Oh, that's right. Many a night when you were little beings, you'd be fast asleep and watch you dreaming. I'd collect the present you left under your pillow and I'd pay back to you the money I owe. Yeah, that's me. I am the Tooth Fairy. Oh, probably not how you expected me to be. But as Puck said, in the last few years I've really struggled. My debts have doubled, tripled, grown exponentially. I've had to rely on loans and live providentially. Humans made me bankrupt. Children demanded money for their disgusting teeth, however funny or scummy looking. And well, fairies are actually quite snobbish and they want their teeth perfect and polished. So between you and me, just please brush your teeth twice daily. Anyway, your dental hygiene threw me out of business, and alongside that I realised there was a sickness in this world going unnoticed. Greediness. Greed. You humans are obsessed with everything and anything. It's
fascinating. The fixating on objects and ownership and stashing endless collectibles and forgettables, your notion of owning an ocean or the land and the earth, like having things to your name, it gives you some kind of worth. You don't even care about your own species or those who live overseas, and that is not how we do it in the land of the pixies. But I am a business fairy through and through. It is my duty in life, it is what I do. Who knew that one day I'd be making my way by making humans obsess and pay? When you're shopping or just browsing the web, do you ever get this nibbling sensation in your head? Makes you go, I want this. I need this. I'll buy this. Even though you don't need it or it's too expensive. Well, that's me. Cavity. A hole that needs to be filled, and humans fill it with all kinds of trash. They'll stash a ration in exchange for cash, and that is when I feel my power growing. And they stuff that void with all things going. I am the whispering in your ear. I am the intrusive thoughts so you cannot hear. I am the mother of your absolute obsession with any materialistic possession. Humankind. I am always here. Is that good enough for you, dear Park?
Yes, perfect. And with any luck, it will make the mortals think more about it.
Yeah, I doubt it. But we can only hope. There's a whole scope of fairies on your side. Many of us would hate it if the humans died.
You included?
Don't be deluded. But of course, humans have 20 baby teeth. That's up to 20 visits while they're asleep. I have soft spots, just like you. Just hope the humans know what to do.
Thank you.
What?
What?
You called?
Yes.
Hello.
Well, I'm bored.
No, wait, please don't go. I sent you a message. I thought you would know.
Oh, is this that shit about the mortals? Yeah, not sure I have the right morals. Could just let them die.
Why?
Why not?
Because that's not the only option we've got.
It's not?
No, there must be another way, less brutal.
Yes, but they got themselves in this mess. They can be the ones to make progress.
Well, yes, but...
No buts. They're in this rut. They're going to have to adjust.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
No.
I think we're going round in circles.
The world needs a full reversal.
That's what I've been trying to say. You've just been phrasing it in a different way.
Flake is playing the classic mind game. They're very good at pointing the blame of argument to their sorry contender.
You shit. Okay, I surrender.
Ha, I win. Fair and square.
Oh, hello, mortals. I forgot you were there.
My name's Flake, short for snowflake. Shortcake, half-baked beans, the tin breaks. Open to reveal a secret. I love confusion. Diffusion of the tension, the attention in the room. There's an illusion of a solution, but you should not assume. The exclusion of a conclusion is overwhelmingly presumed, but the evolution of pollution is what is consumed. What was I saying? Oh, the name game. It's all the same. Snowflake. Deep sleeps the winter, a long time ago. I put my hands down beside me, feel the soft cushioned snow. I write the word home in big, bold letters. It's so nice to remember those small, wonderful pleasures. Does anybody know where my home has gone? Or the big, bold letters that I'd so carefully drawn in my nice, cottoned, cushioned, soft velvet snow? Oh, but again, it was a very long time ago. Snowflake, headache, never, ever, heartbreak. They disappeared one by one, those crystallized stars, till there were none left but me, dissolving in the sea. The world got warmer. Fire! London's burning! No time to mourn her, everything's melting. Drip, drop, till it's all gone. Trickle and plop to the waters beyond. Snowflake, no break. Why are you home so late? Revenge is sweet. Sweet like lemons. Scrumple up your face. Funny expressions. Online aggressions turn to threatens. Brandish weapons. Anonymous confessions. Lemons. When life gives you snowflakes, put them in your lemonade. Crank it up, make them sweat. Heated arguments are the best. Exasperating exchanges with online strangers. See how upset they can get. Scrolling, controlling, their frustration is growing. Here comes the trolling and opinions opposing. Go on. Comment. Retweet. Reply. They need to know they're wrong. They need to know why. The Globe versus Flat Earthers. What's best, hot dogs or burgers? The far left against the Tories. Is it his or her side of the story? The vegans versus the meat eaters. What's best to measure, yards or meters? Do you put your butter in the fridge or not? Are mullets rank or are they hot? Debatable or relatable? It's my job to make you hateable towards each other. Sometimes I add an anonymous addition, hidden, controversial. I watch them retort, splutter, start going round in circles, round and round like a teddy bear. They declare their argument with desperate despair, and just when I've offended them so much they've started to break, I reply with a few words. You are a snowflake. I've melted you just like me. Now you will dissolve in the sea. I am the aggression coming out of your mouth. I am what makes you spit and shout. I am the reason for your no doubt. I have managed to start a trend of the online war of attack and offend humankind. Don't I make you proud?
Flake?
Yes?
Quick question.
Well, what's this, an intervention?
No, but I am curious. You act so furious against the humans and yet you're here to help them. Why are you here?
Good question. I've seen what the power of anger can do. What happens when humans don't have the same point of view. It's the ultimate cause of worldwide and digital wars. Imagine how we would be no longer damned if we could just get the humans to understand each other.
It could make incredible change.
Well, with only a quick rearrange.
Oh, goodness me! I'm terribly sorry. Am I late? I am in a right state. So, I went straight to the place that I thought, but it was not where I thought that where I should have been. So I went backtracked to check. Oh, heck. So I checked where next I should have been, and then I flew without knowing where I'm flying to get to you. I didn't know what to do. Oh, so I went backtracked, fast-tracked. Now I'm back on track. At last, I'm back on track.
Hello, Sprout.
I think I'm gonna pass out. Humans, please forgive me for my entrance and lack of dignity. If I'm honest, I'm just really excited. Puck, can I get started?
Of course, Sprout.
Great. So I have no doubt you need to recall who I am. After all, I've been your friend for so many years. Through laughter and smiles, frowns and tears. I'm the one who watched you crawl and grow all the way to big from small. Sprouted hair and gangly limbs. Sprout was here to watch your life begin. You see? Me! Along with the butterflies and the bees. We used to sit up in the trees and we would oversee all you miniature human beings. We used to play with pebbles and rocks and conkers. We'd pretend we were knights with a castle to conquer. And we'd sing, hey diddle diddle, playing piggy in the middle. We'd dance every afternoon, jumping in puddles and teddy bear cuddles. How your childhood was over too soon. It was the magical days, before the children would leave. There was no work to be done to make them believe in me. Incy wincy mortal used to play with Sprout. But then technology came and flushed the fairy out. There was no more playing. Their job was so done then. Incy wincy fairy would not have friends again. The age of adulthood lowered and lowered. The kids had no time to properly grow as they were subjected to a vast array of knowledge and their innocence was quickly snatched away. Snapchat's the best. Filter obsessed. Children obsessed with pouting contests, glued to YouTube. Gawping in silence, their minds quickly grew to sex and violence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kids need Twitter to survive. I might be honest with you now and tell you how I got to this point. I'm so sorry if I disappoint. Just know I feel guilty for my crimes. I just had to find a way to keep with the times. I'm sorry. Here's the rest of my story. I feed on the loss of childhood. I take everything a child could have and mash it with my bare hands. I gain my power through every TikTok dance and long, painful hours of 12-year-old girls trying to look like 30-year-old women like it's their one-life mission. Summer days wasted away on violent video games. But it's okay. Because I breathe in their innocence like oxygen. As I watch them bore of magic at age 10, whilst they're meant to be making mud pies and dens, they're updating their Insta story for their online friends. Humans. You say that children are your only hope, but how on earth are they meant to cope with all this pressure around them all? Your one hope will be your downfall. I am the friend you left behind. I am the innocence you will never find. I am what's feasting on your mind. And if this is how you persist, childhood will no longer exist, and this will be the end of humankind.
So, what next?
We wait for the effect.
We tried our best.
We can't protect the humans from themselves. We're just a few morally dubious elves.
That's true. It's up to them now to make the change, to turn things around.
But how?
Well, if they all work together, they can make a difference for the better.
Yes. So all right, mortals, listen up.
It's up to you now to disrupt.
To interrupt the current state of things.
For any sort of change to begin.
If my friends and I have offended, listen to this, and we hope all will be mended. You humans have been idle here, while worldly destruction did appear. Humans, do not reprehend. If you try, the world could mend. Give me your hands if we be friends, and we all shall try to make amends.